Hi everybody and welcome to Frank's 3D Shop. In today's video, I have some extrusion problems with one of my printers. I think it needs some maintenance. It's making some strange noises, the prints are terrible, showing some extrusion problems. Looking at the stats from the printer, it has printed over 1,350 hours total, over 400 prints. It's time for some needed maintenance on that extruder assembly. Let's take a look, shall we? Okay, so one thing that I have, a problem that I have, if you see this part, the finish on it is not good and there is some delamination, you see here, so a bunch of missing plastic everywhere. So I was asking myself, what can do this? You see, it's all full of holes and the finish is not nice. It's rough. So I found the problem and okay, first let's see what was happening because it was doing a strange noise. I'm gonna try to replicate the noise, print something and make you hear what the problem is. But anyway, you see here that there is a problem with extrusion, missing plastic, and it's kind of a, there is kind of a pattern. Can you see it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's like lines, regular lines. So let's try to print something. Okay, so let's try to, I'm gonna bring the microphone closer so that you can hear the extruder. You see it turning here. So did you hear the It is not normal, and since I have some bad prints, oh, it's doing it more now, it's faster. So I think that the motor is bad, and it probably is the bearings inside. So let's disassemble the motor, remove the motor and disassemble the motor and check the bearings. I think I have some, so I'm gonna replace the bearings on that motor. I don't want to throw away a good motor if it's good just for the bearings, and it has, you know, it has, I don't know, 1,000 hours or so, so it's been used a lot. So let's do that. First, stop the print. Let's protect the bed, the glass bed, with a sheet of paper, so if I drop something, it's not gonna break. Okay, so this is the problematic motor. Let's disassemble the motor. So we have 4 screws underneath. That's it. And if it doesn't come loose, you have an edge here. So you take a small hammer and just hammer it a little from the top. That's it. Not much force. That's it. Then you just take out the assembly inside. Watch out, there is a spring underneath. This is what it looks like. Oh, it's really nice inside. There is grease, but that's it. There is no metal shavings or anything. It's really clean. and the shaft is also perfect. No problem here. And so this bearing moves freely, and on the other end it's not smooth. It's full of notches. So this bearing, and it's a little loose. So this bearing is not good anymore, but let's change both. This one. Oh, this one is good. All of the force is applied here because of the extruder. There is another bearing like this that is pushing on the filament here with springs. So there is force applied on this bearing, but not too much on this one. It's really smooth. So let's replace this bearing, and I think that it's gonna be okay. Pay attention, this is magnetic, so you don't want to pick up metal dust or some particle of metal that is on your bench. So let's put it on top here, and I think I have some bearings. So those are, let's remove this. That's it. And those are 625Z. And it's just pushed in. And I have brand new ones. The writing on the outside like it was before. Doesn't go in. Okay, maybe those are too cheap. I don't know. Let's try them all. Oh, this one. Okay, so there is one that is better suited for this. Those are cheap ones from China. So I found one that goes in easily. That's it. And rolls smooth. Same thing here. Let's put a little bit of oil here. And don't forget to put the spring down in there. This. Then put back this, not gently. It's gonna go in on its own. Make sure the bearing is seated. It is. Then put the cap back on. Then insert the 4 screws. Just aligning everything first. Then tighten everything. This is it. That's it. That's it. And that's it. Clean up a little. Now, turn smooth. Put back this like that. I don't want to move it too much, so I'm gonna screw in and back just a little so that it can move but not rotate. That's it. And let's put that back. This bearing is it's toast. Doesn't turn easily. Hello, so let's reassemble this. I'm gonna put the grub screw that way so that I can adjust this and screw in. That's it. Put the cables in the slot and everything. Back this. Now it's aligned and screwed in. Close this back. That's it. Another thing that I've replaced on this printer is the nozzle, because it has, I don't know how much time, 1,000 hours or something. So I don't know if you will, I think you will see the difference. So do you see the difference? Yeah. So you see the difference. The old one, the diameter of the end is bigger than the new one, really bigger. So this nozzle was, so this nozzle is shorter. Can we see? Can we see it here? Yeah, I think so. If I use a ruler or something. So you see there is a difference in length of the tip of the nozzle. So this nozzle was shaved away by the plastic. So it needed to be replaced. This is also a problem. It can be a problem. It can affect the print quality. And since I knew that this one was really old, I put in a new one and a genuine E3D that I've bought at Spool 3D Canada. So I printed something else, and now the finish is really good. There is no more gaps. It's sturdy now. It doesn't break easily. So the finish is good. Another thing, so I've replaced the bearing inside the motor. I've replaced the nozzle because it was worn out. And I replaced this stepper motor drivers that drives the extruder. This is what was doing the strange sound when extruding. So that was needed. And you know, this printer has about, let's see, printer stats. So 300, almost 400 prints, equaling to almost 57 days of print, which is about 1,350 hours of print. So that is why the extruder was having some problem, and even, I don't know if the driver was just worn out or because of the added friction of the bearing, the driver broke, or the bearing was affected by the driver. I don't know. It's been a while since I heard that noise, so it's been a while now. I know the sound. It's like a squeaking noise. If it does it again on the other motors, I'm gonna replace the stepper motor driver. So here is the before and after. You see this one break easily. The layers are not adhere to each other. See? And this one I can bend this one. And nothing is snapping off. And that's simple as that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and see you in the next video. Ciao, bye!